Hello everyone, I'm Kimberlee Little and this is Morgan Sunny-Searl, and we are with the Muskogee Nation Diabetes Program. We are so glad you joined us today. We're going to be doing family fitness at home for you. Morgan will be doing the modified version, mostly from the seating or with an assistance of a chair, and I will be standing and doing the more challenging version. So we're so excited you're with us. Let's get started. We're going to go right into the stretches, but before we do, one really important thing to remember is when you do a stretch, you need to try to hold it for at least 15 seconds. 30 seconds is ideal, but if you can do 15, that's a wonderful thing to do. We're going to get right into it. We're going to do a head to toe, and we're going to start with our head, and we're going to turn to the right. We're going to hold that. Keep that body facing forward, and your head should be the only thing turning in a different direction. If you're facing a wall, that helps. Good. Okay, we're going to go to the other side. Try to hold that. When you're stretching, it's very important to hold the stretch, not to bounce when you're doing the stretch. Hold it as still as you possibly can. Okay, good. Right, now we're going to do a neck stretch. So what you're going to do is you're going to face your body forward and you're just going to lean your ear to your shoulder, and you're going to slightly push down where you can feel a little bit of pull. Good job. Okay, we're going to go to the other side. We're going to lean to the other side and push slightly down. If you need to take your hand and push slightly down. You may not need to do this, but this is just if you need just a little bit of extra stretch. I know this always feels so good to me. I love this stretch. Okay, good job. What we're going to do next is we're going to do a shoulder stretch. We're actually going to take our arm and pull it across our body like this, and then you're just going to push up with your other arm, kind of pull your arm towards you, and you'll feel the stretch right here. This is your shoulder area and the deltoid muscle. You're going to feel that stretch. Some people call this a baseball stretch. This is a really good one, getting those arms warmed up. Very good. Always do a little shake out. Pull across the body. Let's bring that up. See if we can get a little bit deeper stretch. I don't know about you guys, but when I stretch, I feel so much better. Good job. Now we're going to do some core area. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our arms above our head. We're going to stretch up as much as we possibly can. If you can do a little bend in it, that's great too. If you notice Morgan, she is in the chair, so she's doing the modified version. Do the best you can, guys. I know some of you may have trouble reaching over your head. Just do the best you can, okay? Good job. Now we're actually going to go down with it. Bring it all the way down. Stretch that back out. Oh, that feels great. Does that feel good to you, Morgan? Yeah. Good, just hold that down. Good. Always keep a little bit of bend in your knees too if you're standing. That's important. Let's come up. So if you lock those knees, that can kind of be tricky and lose your balance. Now we're going to go to the side. Again, try to keep that body straight and just stretch so you're really going to feel it right here in your side area. Get a good side stretch there. Good job. Okay, let's go to the other side. I always tell people you don't want to stretch one side and not the other. It's like working out one of your muscles and not the other. I have a bigger bicep than the other one. That's not good, huh? You want to be nice and flexible on both sides. Good job. Doing good. Okay, now we're going to do our hand and wrist. So we're going to take our hand out in front of us just like this, and we're just going to pull back. And then on this one, we're going to go forward. So this is going to be a 15-second for the entire arm. Just want to get a good stretch in there. Okay, good. We're going to do the other side now. Let's pull those fingers back towards our arm, just as much as you can. That helps with flexibility in your fingers too. Good, now we're gonna go down. I'm gonna push that down. You'll feel that, like I said, in the forearm on this one. All right, we're gonna do a hamstring stretch, and if you notice, we still have Morgan sitting. She's just gonna kick her foot out, and I am too. I'm just gonna do it from standing, and we're gonna go all the way down. Reach as far as you can. If you can only reach this far, that is okay. I just want you to stretch where you feel it slightly pulling, but not to the point of pain. I'm gonna hold that there. This is really working out the backs of the legs there along the back of the knee. Okay, let's switch up. Let's go the other side. Good job. Notice I'm keeping my hand here. This is support too, but it's making sure that I don't fall over. I'm trying not to go too far over my toes with my knee, if I can help it, because that'll throw me off balance. Good job. Okay, this next one is a little bit tricky. We're actually going to be stretching our thigh area, or also called our quadriceps. So what we're going to do is, what I like to do, because I'm standing, it's a little bit trickier. I like to pick a spot on the floor and concentrate on that. So this is what I'll do. And I'll concentrate, and I'll put my hand out for balance. And if you notice that Morgan, she's just taking her leg and she's just picking it up. Now, if you struggle a little bit with trying to pick your leg up, you can use a towel or an exercise band to wrap around the bottom of your foot and pull it up. Okay, let's switch. While we're talking about walking or exercise in general, something to remember is it is recommended that adults get 30 minutes of exercise most days of the week. Now, for people with diabetes, to manage their diabetes, it might be important to try to exercise every day. Wonderful. Now let's move on to our last stretch. On our leg, it's going to be the calf muscle here. And what you're going to do is you're going to take and you're going to point both feet forward. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see what I'm doing here. Both feet are facing one way, and you're going to bend the front leg. Keep that back leg straight, and you're just going to lean forward. You can also, if you're at home, you can lean up against a wall. That's another way that's really good. You can lean up against the back of a chair. Stand up and, we can stand up and go against the back of a chair. That's another easy way to do a calf stretch. And you should feel it pulling slightly in your calf area. If you don't, just lean a little deeper into the stretch. Okay, let's switch. Let's go to the other side. Point that other foot forward. And just lean forward. Let's get a good stretch in with our calves. You know, I was always taught as a kid, never exercise a cold muscle. So this is what we're doing. We're warming our muscles up by doing stretches. All right. Okay, that concludes the stretching portion. Now we're going to move on to our routine. We're going to be doing this circuit training style, which is basically you're going to be doing a little bit of cardio, which is getting the heart rate up, and we're going to be doing some strength exercises as well. This is really great for getting that heart rate up and keeping the heart rate up. That helps burn more calories, which is really wonderful. You can also, a couple of things, you can add weights in. If you have some really light weights, you can add these into the routine. If you don't have weights at home, you can use water bottles, cans of soup, things like that, if you'd like to. Also, each of these we're doing is going to be about 30 seconds for each exercise. However, if you want to make it longer, you can stretch it out and do it a minute each time, or you can do the routine multiple times to get a good exercise in. So we're going to go ahead and get started first. We're going to go into marching in place, and here we go. So when you march in place, sometimes that can get just a little bit boring. So if you want to walk around the room, you can do that. And also you can add some arm circles in if you really want to get that heart rate up. You can add in some arm circles. And I like to kind of change it up. Do some forward, go a little backwards. See, Morgan knows exactly what I'm talking about. You want to get kind of both sides of that arm. Okay, let's march in place. Okay, good job. Okay, now we're going to do a combination of calf raise and military press. So we're going to do a calf raise, military press, calf raise, military press. If you notice, my knees are just slightly bent, And if you will, when you press straight up, try to keep your arms straight. Squeeze those shoulder muscles. That's where we're really targeting. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see what I'm doing here. Calf raise, military press. Good job. Good exercise. Good job. And one more. And good. Okay, we're going to do jumping jacks now. That's pretty self-explanatory. Watch Morgan for the modified version. Here we go. Do this for 30 seconds. If your knees start hurting, you can stop and do a version just like Morgan's doing. That's a good modification. Okay, and stop. All right, now we're going to do the lateral raise, and we're going right into a high knee opposite leg, so it's going to look like this here. We're going to keep it going. Okay, ready, and go. This is really working out the glute muscle, which is also your bottom. It's a good workout. Okay, let's do the other side. Go up, opposite elbow to opposite knee. Doing good. Okay, we're going to be going side to side, and then we're going to add an upright row. Ready, and go. Just step side to side. And when you get ready, we're going to add an upright row. When you do this upright row, be sure that your elbows are pointed towards the ceiling. When you're doing the side to side, you're going to feel that in your hips. You'll feel that in your glutes. It's a nice burn. Good job. Notice how Morgan's doing hers, the modified version from the seat. Okay, we're going to do a squat, and then we're going to go into a bicep. When you're doing the bicep, it's important to keep your arms tight to your body and lift, and then Miss Morgan's going to go around and she's going to do the modified version. Here we go. Let's do squat. Bring our arms up, bicep. Good. Nice and tight. Make sure those knees don't go over your toes. If you can get further into the squat, kick that bottom out. That's always good too. Good job. Keep it going. Slow and controlled. Always good when you're doing strength training exercises. Okay, we're just going to do a simple jump rope now. So we're just going to jump in place. If you want to change it up, pick those feet up. That's really good. If you want to do some crosses, this is a really good way to really get that heart rate up. I don't know if you guys realize or not, jump rope's a really good alternative sport activity that we like to promote in our schools. It's a good exercise, makes that heart strong. If you want to do some crazy stuff, I love doing my scissor jumps, my jumping jacks. So we're going to be doing a front arm raise and a glute raise at the same time. So it's opposite arm, opposite leg. Morgan's going to stand up. She's going to do the exercise with us. Here we go. Let's go. 30 seconds. You should be able to squeeze that bottom. That's what you have to do to really feel it in those glutes. You may start feeling it in your arms too. For an even bigger challenge, if you want to add some weights, that's good. Let's switch to the other side. Good. And it's not a big movement. It's just squeezing. Okay, now we're going to be doing the hamstring curl, and we're going to be doing a lat pull with it. So Morgan's going to stand up behind her chair, the modified version, and we're just going to get right into it. So here we go. It's almost like you're pulling something towards you, and you're picking your legs up, and you're trying to kick your hiney with your heel. That's the best way I can describe it. Y'all might have a better way to say it then. So you're just pulling back. Doing good. Keep going. This is a really good workout. Hopefully your heart rate's up now. Keep going. Okay, we're gonna do elbow to knee, and Morgan's actually gonna be doing it sitting in the chair. So we're gonna go elbow to knee, opposite elbow to knee, and went straight down. Let's go. Doing good. This is our last one, guys. Unless you want to do this a couple of times, and you absolutely can. I hope some of you guys are doing this with us right now at home. Good, now let's do the opposite. You want to really challenge, don't put that foot down. Just keep it up the whole time. That's a good challenge. We hope you've had fun with us today. Again, this is Morgan Sunny-Searl. I'm Kimberlee Little. Please join us again sometime in the future. We hope to have more of these videos out. Thank you so much for being with us. Bye-bye. Adele.